F1 could make the changes weeks after Red Bull's budget cap penalty was released. F1 hoped to make changes to teams' deductible costs for 2023 due to an increase in the number of sprint races, according to Racing News 365. Teams will be given over double the amount of financial allowance for sprint events because of a rise in events. They could remove just £123,000, $150,000 from their end-of-year allowance for each sprint race last season. A further £82,000, $100,000 was allowed to be taken off their cap for damage sustained in the Saturday races. It is expected this will rise to £329,000, $400,000 per event for every sprint in 2023. With 6 sprint events on the calendar next season, teams will be able to spend an extra £2 million, $2.4 million. This is up from the £369,000, $450,000 allowance for the 3 events in 2022. However, the proposed changes will not be given the green light until they have been approved by the FIA's World Motorsport Council. 6 sprint races were planned for this season, but this was changed at the last minute after a standoff from teams over financial concerns. Constructors wanted extra budget cap allowances due to the increased costs and risks of taking part. It comes weeks after Red Bull were hit with a financial and sporting penalty for breaching F1's cost cap last season. The team were slapped with a £6.4 meters $7 million fine and a 10% reduction in wind tunnel and CFD testing time. Red Bull were found to have exceeded the cap by £1.8 million, $2.2 million, but the FIA accepted this would be just £432,000, $0.5 million, if tax reports had been submitted correctly. Red Bull boss Christian Horner claimed the punishment was a draconian measure which could cost Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez half a second per lap. The team principal has warned at least 6 constructors could break the cap this season and expects tougher penalties for his rivals. He said, "The danger for 2022 is that there could be 6 teams in breach of the cap. Energy prices have been exponential. There is that chance that several teams, many of which have stated it during Formula One Commission meetings, will break the cap this year. We do not believe that we will break the cap in 2022, but these penalties set a precedent for the future. So if you get 10% for 0.3% breach, what is the 5% breach going to look like?"